Nie mogłam się powstrzymać i nagrywam od razu od kolejny odcinek, przepraszam bardzo. Dzień dobry. Dajmy w kolejnym odcinku Inkwizycji. Ostatnio poznaliśmy Koryfeusza, zrobił bum bum, Azyl się zniszczył, spalił. Wiecie, takie tam. Czy ja nie mogę biec? Nie mogę biec. O, już mogę. Co się stało się znowu? Aha, w sumie to nie wiem co, ale okej. Biegnę dalej. D. To fajne. Oj. Bardzo źle. Wichura. Nie wiem, czemu mi przycięło, ale okej. No to długo chyba idę. Ale nie wiem, gdzie idę, bo w sumie to tu nic nie widać. Brakuje mi jednego zaklęcia. Tak jest lepiej. Kiedyś to dojdę. Dojdę tam. Ja w końcu dojdę. To może jednak nie. Nic nie widzę. Ach, to są po prostu takie tipy, że to już jakiś czas minął, okej. Odpuśćcie. O, widzę coś więcej. Chyba, że moja postać już trochę nie ma siły. W teorii to jesteś tym magiem, więc w sumie mogłabyś to rozpalić. Też nie wiem, czy masz siłę na to. O, tam coś jest. Dobrze, że tutaj stoją, bo chyba moja postać dalej by nie poszła.
cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge?
We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead, or without Haven, we are thought helpless, or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
The only thing yelling gets us is a headache. Another headache.
They know. But our situation, your situation, is complicated. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defenders stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw, or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, to winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Mother Giselle, I just don't see how what I believe matters. Lies or not, Corypheus is a real physical threat. We can't match that with hope alone.
Trudna sytuacja.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look
Umie śpiewać.
to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will come. The shepherd lost and his home
Że ona mówi, to ja wiem, bo to Bart, nie?
keep to the stars. The dawn will come. The night is long
And the path is dark.
Look to the sky.
Kurde, ładnie. Piękny moment.
An army needs more than an enemy. It needs a cause.
A word.
Słucham cię, Solas. Trawa.
The humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting. Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline, worthy of pride, save one detail.
The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the Fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
Even if we defeat Corypheus, eventually they'll find a way to blame elves.
I suspect you are correct. It is unfortunate, but we must be above suspicion to be seen as valued allies. Faith in you is shaping this moment, but needs room to grow.
Masz takie miejsce, ziomeczku? Oczywiście, że masz. Pytam się trochę głupio, bo powiem, że ma. Ale co tam?
By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide.
Ale widoki są niezłe. Trzeba przyznać.
There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
Podniebna twierdza. To jest niezłe miejsce. Dostaję na sam z Cassandrą, nice.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage.
Dziwne. Szanuję, ale dziwne.
If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
O, damn. Damn, girl. You becoming someone important. As a elf?
You.
Nice. Człowiek i mag. Elo.
You're offering this to an elf? Are you quite sure you know what you're doing?
I would be terrified handing this power to anyone. But I believe it is the only way. They'll follow you. To them, being an elf shows how far you've risen, how it must have been by Andraste's hand. What it means to you, how you lead us, that is for you alone to determine.
No co mam zrobić, no? Mam specjalne.
I will lead us against Corypheus, and I will be an ambassador. I'm an elf standing for Thedas. The Inquisition is for all.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
O, wzruszająca chwila. Josephine najlepsza. Yeah! Jak wielki syf? O kurde, wielki. No cóż.
So this is where it begins.
Jep. No to wygląda.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action. But what do we do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Znajdziemy informacje o nim.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight. We've
Owszem.
seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Someone out there must know something about Corypheus.
Unless they saw him on the field, most will not believe he even exists.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Celine had been assassinated. Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god. I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. He's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. He can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Hawk?
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
Ja ciągle nie
I
wiem
know
kogo,
one thing.
z kim.
If Varric has brought who I think he has, Sandra is going to kill him.
True. True. Co chciałem powiedzieć?
The Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
Tam mi ryj.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Okej, przywitajmy się ze wszystkimi i ze wszystkim. Pomacajmy. Poliżmy.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
Co to? To jest skład, dobra.
Served the lord who loaded his catapults with anvils.
O! Uuu.
I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
Everyone needs time for this transition.
Time won't help. Purpose does. And I got a load of it. Everyone just got a big, hard reason to hate Corypheus. And we already did, but we didn't have a name. You did what you could, I suppose.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
Have you any thoughts about the people we lost at Haven?
Yes.
Care to share?
No. It hurts and I don't want to spit on your efforts. You saved who you could. We have to be happy with that.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. There'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here. I'll be here.
Okej. Pogadajmy teraz z ziomkami.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the higher stakes, and to the death.
The court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
Okej. Aha, czekaj, bo mieliśmy pogadać z ludźmi. Może jak tu ciemno w środku.
Look at this place. It's a bloody palace it is.
Konkretnie rzecz biorąc, zamek. Cześć, Sera.
So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what did I step in?
I've apparently been through a lot. But yes, Corypheus was a surprise.
No, a surprise would be, oh, I stepped in dog shite. No one says, oh, a Magister God monster, I'm surprised. Impossible things aren't surprises.
The ancient thing trying to kill us seems pretty real.
Don't get me started. Oh, wait, too late, right? A Magister who cracked the Black City. It's a hazy dream, right? I mean, if it's real, then the seat of the Maker? Real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker? Real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world? Real things. It's too much, isn't it? How pretty are you that I actually think this shite is possible?
I like to hear this. The pretty part, not the overwhelmed by everything part.
Oh, sure. Don't mind the bung rip through the heavens, love. Primp and toss and all is well. What I want is to get everything back to business as usual. A nice, simple system with simple problems. Helps me, helps people, helps you. In that order. For now.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know. Scary, innit? Thanks for all this, and I'll see you here. Right? Yeah?
So, this is Skyhold.
To jest Skyhold. Się zgadza. Tak ją nazywają.
Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
Kurde.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
He's not going to get the better of us again.
We lost good soldiers that day, loyal men and women.
Prawda
And
to?
when he came after you, he really made it personal. I swear I'll take that twisted bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm not losing anyone to Corypheus, especially not you.
You can't afford to think I'm special. I'm a soldier no different than any soldier lost at Haven. I am fond of you, it's true, but we can't let this go any further. This, whatever you want this to be, is impossible.
You're right. This should go no further.
Thank you, my lady. You'll see that this is for the best. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
A skąd mam wiedzieć?
There is so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Przejdźmy się po murach, więc... O, właśnie. Tego pana szukałem. Skończymy na hołku. Hej, ale u mnie był facet. Ale posrane, no. Nie dość, że król, kurde, nie miał żony, a u mnie miał. To jeszcze bohaterka. Nie grałem bohaterką, grałem mężczyzną, który był z Fenrisem, lol. O, może mogę zrobić. Kolor włosów. O matko, to była taka platynka. O, ta platynka. O, ta fryzura. Blady. Odbiło mi się. Cudownie. Przepraszam. To ledwo co widzę. Nie wiem, gdzie tablica miałaby być. Bo jej nie widzę, ale... A, faktycznie były te... tatuaże. Nie, Lumi nie miał żadnego. Makijażu też nie miał. Chyba wyglądał mniej więcej tak. Akceptujmy więc.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk,
Siema.
the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their
Jednak
minds,
twarz nie do końca
turned
taka
them
jak
against each
była.
other.
If the
Drzwi
Wardens had disappeared,
były
they
inne
could have fallen
i
under his control again.
Ray był trochę inny.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
Awelina i Fenris. Boże, jak ja tęsknię za tymi postaciami. Jezu, muszę do nich wrócić totalnie.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Po blondasku.
You said said you thought you killed Corypheus.
To nie było o
The Grey
tym?
Wardens had him imprisoned.
Tym, co
They
wybuchnął?
used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside.
Coś tam, nie pamiętam, co
But
on
he could still
wybuchnął.
reach out and influence
Coś ważnego.
the thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put
Ooh.
down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
I'd like to know more about Anders.
O, właśnie
What
Anders.
was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okej. No to myślę, że na tym skończymy naszą opowieść. Jesteśmy w nowym miejscu. Jest kurde, widoki są zajebiste. Mamy hołka, kurde, z drugiej części. Zajebioza. Czego można chcieć więcej? No, może naprawionego muru. Może naprawionego muru. No to co? Trzymajcie się. Do zobaczenia następnym razem i pa pa.